everyone, this is Ashika standing here to give a presentation on the topic cell and its basic structure. So I'm going to demonstrate this topic, and the cell is a very pretty basic and the first topic we are introduced when we start to study biology. When we start, then cell is having the same central position in biology that an atom has in a physical science or physics. So let's start with the definition. A cell is defined as the smallest unit of structure and the function in the living organisms. It is the smallest unit, means it is the smallest non-divisible unit of the structure in biology, and it is having specified functions. It is having the structures that have specified functions. It is more or less self-contained and self-maintained structure. It means that the cell intakes the nutrients, it converts those nutrients into energy, and then the energy means it is intaking the nutrients. The cell intakes the nutrients and then converts those nutrients into energy, and then energy that is converted or it is later utilized by the cell and its structures, means that energy is taken and the cell's organelles are there. They utilize those energy for the specified functions. Then a cell is a microscopic unit, means a cell can only be seen through microscopes. It is a universal principle in biology that every living organism, starting from the tiniest organism like from ant to the largest one, that is an elephant or a blue whale, we can take an example, they are all made from small compartment like structures known as the cell. The cell is the only unit from which every organism is made. There is a specific term given that in cell biology that the study of cell is known as cytology. It is a study about cell in which the scientists or the researchers study about the cell, particularly on all aspects like the functions and the structures of the cell. The cell differs on various bases, but they all have one common structure or the basic structure of it. Like every cell is having a cell membrane, a nucleus, and as well as a cytoplasm. Means every cell, it may differ, means a plant cell is also differing from an animal cell, but it is having a basic structure, that is these three components. So firstly I would like to start with the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is the outer covering that bounds the cytoplasm from the outer side. It acts as a protection. It acts as a protection for the inner organelles and the cytoplasm that are present in this cytoplasm. It has various functions, like it provides the shape to the cell, it maintains the shape for the cell as well, means it is bounding the cytoplasm, so it is giving a particular shape to the cell inside. So if the cell membrane is bounding the cell in a round, so the cell will be a round shape. If it is bounding in an elongated manner, the cell will be elongated. If it is bounding in a spindle manner, it will be spindle shape. So that also matters on this. The cell shape also matters on the cell plasma membrane or the cell membrane. The plasma membrane is also known as selectively permeable membrane. It means that it allows only selected substance to diffuse in the cell and harmful substances that are not required for the cell to diffuse out of the cell. Next I will be talking about the cytoplasm. The cell is made up of dense, viscous and colloidal solution or mass that is known as the cytoplasm. It is present between the cell membrane, and this membrane is known as the nuclear membrane, which is present between them. This whole fluid area is known as the cytoplasm. It is present between them, and the cytoplasm is a colloidal solution that is made up of organic compounds. Those are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and it is a true solution of minerals. The cytoplasm is a fluid. It is divided into two parts. Means this cytoplasm is it is the area where the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi bodies, and the nuclear membrane is present, and this part is known as the hyaloplasm. And the part that is floating here, the cell organelles that are present here, they are the part of the cytoplasmic vacuolar system. So we can see that the cytoplasm is divided into two parts, that is the hyaloplasm, the fluid part, and this central part, this outer part, that is known as the cytoplasmic vacuolar system. And next I will be talking about the nucleus. Nucleus was the first organelles to be discovered. Means when it was discovered, it was considered as a cell organelle because it was taking up about 10% of the cell. Then it was later recommended to be considered as a structure, because in a cytoplasm that is this big, if it is taking 10% of this area of the cell, so it must be considered as a structure, as well as it is present in every eukaryotic cell. Means every eukaryotic cell is having a nucleus that is having a well-defined nuclear membrane, and everything is proper defined in that. So the definition of nucleus is, it is a double membrane cell. It is a double membrane eukaryotic cell organelles that contains the genetic material and the other requirements that are requirements for the cellular processes. It is exclusively found in only the eukaryotic cells, means it is only present in the eukaryotic cell. When there is a structure in the prokaryotic cell, that is the nucleoid. Nucleoid is present in the prokaryotic cells, means it is having the same genetic material, chromatin threads and everything that is present inside the nucleus. But only the nuclear membrane, this nuclear membrane is here. Suppose this is a little thin here and the fluid inside this, like the nucleoplasm is there, the nucleolus is this, and this is the nucleoplasm, and this is the nuclear membrane. And if it is not well defined, the nucleus would be known as the nucleoid, and if the cell is having a proper well defined membrane, it is known as the nucleus. So, nucleus is a double membrane. It is having a double membrane, like the cell is having only a single envelope, and where the nucleus is having a double membrane means it is more selectively permeable, means only very selected things like chromosomes, the protein that is synthesized by the ribosome, is only able to go inside and outside of the cell, and the nucleus is known as the control center of the cell, means it regulates all the metabolic activities that takes place inside the cell, means every metabolic activity, the activity that are taking place inside the cell is known as taking place inside under the control of the nucleus, and the platform that all the metabolic activities performed at this, it is the cytoplasm, means all activities take place in the cytoplasm under the control of the nucleus. Thank you, and this is all.